I haven't done a video out here in the Volvo in quite a little while, but a couple months ago actually I wanted to try these BG products. If anybody's familiar with them, you can find them out there on eBay sometimes. I think that's where I got this one. The first product was a fuel system treatment. You just pour it into the gas tank, similar to a Techron or a whatever other kind of fuel system cleaners are out there. It's the same idea. It's supposed to be really good. I didn't really notice any difference in performance or pickup or anything like that. My injectors were probably pretty good to begin with, I'm guessing. The second one is called EPR, Engine Performance Restoration. You dump it into the crankcase, you get the vehicle warm, run it at, I think it was 2,000 RPMs for 10 minutes, and then drain it. So I managed to do that. Drained the oil out. The oil, when it came out, was jet black, and it smelled like turpentine, which is essentially what the EPR smelled like. Now this third one here, MOA, is an oil additive. I didn't use that when I changed the oil the first time around. I don't know why. I just kind of got cold feet. I might try it the next time I change the oil. I might even try some Lucas, which I used to use years ago on other cars I had. So it's supposed to help with blow-by. So I might give that a shot. One other problem I've been having recently, it's not really a problem, but it's just something to keep an eye on, I guess. When slowing down to a stop, I guess downshifting to first gear, the engine kind of sometimes hesitates a little bit, and the tachometer bounces a little bit. Not crazy, but just a little bit. And doing a little bit of research, I've been learning about the ETS system, or I guess it's called an ETM in some cars. I never really knew much about this until recently. I'm learning a lot of things about Volvos. But I've heard that might be a symptom that the ETS is going bad. Now these lights aren't on, I just turned the key on to show it. I've heard of a company, I think it's called Zemedex, who manufactures or remanufactures and reconditions Volvo ETS units. So I'm hoping that I don't get an ETS light in the near future and have to replace that. But if I do, it is what it is. And I mean, that would probably explain the kind of sluggish acceleration it has sometimes and kind of lack of pep from the throttle. One other kind of a funny thing I wanted to touch on was with the oil filter on this vehicle. Prior to doing the BG engine flush and changing the oil, I bought this oil filter wrench from FCP Euro. I just looked up my vehicle. You know how on the website you just plug in your vehicle and it says yes it is or no it isn't compatible. So I bought this thing, and all signs pointed to the vehicle taking a cartridge style oil filter with a removable paper element. So I bought one of those from the local parts store, and I picked up this oil filter wrench, and I got all the way to where I had the vehicle drained of oil, and then I went to remove the filter. I felt like an idiot because up until that point I hadn't even looked at the filter, and if I had, I would have seen that it doesn't take a removable or cartridge style filter with a removable element. The vehicle takes a regular old spin-on oil filter, and the filter that was on there at the time was a Valvoline, because that's where I had the oil changed before. Through cross-referencing, I was able to find a couple of replacement options. The only ones they had at the store were a Fram filter, which I didn't want to bother with, and this K&N filter, which looks pretty nice. I've heard a couple of mishaps people had with them, but I haven't had any so far. It was $18, but one time only. I can live with that. I'm going to order some man filters. I guess are good for these engines. I'm going to order them probably from FCP Euro. From what I found out, only the turbo units, turbo cars from '99 take the cartridge, but kind of weird.